Hi, it's Elizabeth from the Toy Hoarder. Today I am back with some more Pixar 7-inch scale posable figures by Mattel. These were all made for ages 3 and up. They are all under this Pixar line, and I have a couple different ones for you today. Now, since they only, as far as I know, released the one WallE figure, I just decided to do these together. Gosh, I guess I've probably already opened an Ian and a Barley, and I believe Ian came with the dragon whose name I'm forgetting, Blazy, maybe? And his staff, and then Barley came with a sword. Maybe, you know what, maybe I did like a 4-pack that had these guys in it. It sort of shows you these other ones on here. And I know they came in separate packs as well, but they may have been in the big Manticore quest pack because I wanted the Manticore figure as well. So I think Dad is the last one that I'm missing, and it also comes with the 2 tiny fairies. So I don't have any other Onward or any other WallE figures in the same series to do. So I figured I'd do everybody together. Okay. I didn't get Sully because I wanted the interactable one, which I did obtain. I did already show you guys a video of Mike and Boo if you would like to check that out. I also did a toy box video of the Mike Wazowski, and it has a comparison between the toy box and the Mattel one if you want to also check out that video. I don't have Mr. Incredible because I did the interactable one. I did, however, get the posable Mr. Incredible in the blue suit, so at some point, I will have to show you guys that particular figure, but for right now, these are the ones I have. It is Eve, WallE, and the father from Onward. So his name is Wilden Lightfoot. This is really cool. I'm very excited about this. I don't think it really offers any spoilers here if you've seen any trailers, but the boys are trying to bring their father back for one more day, and the spell goes wrong, and they have only brought back his lower torso. So the upper torso is actually just this hoodie on top of here with the sunglasses so that he looks like a full person, but it's so great because he's got these floppy arms. Guys, I'm so excited about what they did with this figure. I cannot wait to get it open and check out all of the articulation. And I love these teeny tiny fairies, so yeah. I'm super excited. I hope I won't lose these fairies when I get these open, but let's talk about unboxing. All right, pretty simple to unbox these. We are going to have to cut these rubber bands. So there's a rubber band across his legs and across his neck here. We've got one across Eve's neck and then toward the bottom of, like, I guess if she had legs, it would be somewhere around her legs. And then there's one across WallE's chest as well. Now, we are also going to have to take this piece of plastic here out from the cardboard to get at these little fairies, but we should be able to just cut the bands to get the rest of it. So I am going to cut these here. And that should release these figures. So there's Eve, there's WallE. Oh, my bad. There's another eye tag across WallE's neck. Alright, so we've got these 2 figures. Looks like, hopefully, oh, okay, this is interesting. He's actually got a piece of plastic around his whole torso as well. So this is going to be really interesting to unbox, a little bit more difficult than the rest of them. So I'm going to start with, I know I'm going to have to get this plastic removed for the fairies right here. So I'm going to remove the cardboard and plastic, which unfortunately I didn't pull far enough, but I guess I'm going to keep peeling that to try to get at the rest of Wilden. Okay, that broke it apart far enough that I was able to break this. You might also be able to cut along this side. I'm not sure if you can cut along that side or not, and I didn't quite get the cardboard all the way off, so I'm going to have to peel a little bit more so I can get these little teeny tiny fairies out of here. Oh my goodness, these are going to get lost so easily. I kind of wish they had little tiny suction cups on them so I could put them on my window. So we'll do Wilden first. Here is Wilden Lightfoot, trying to show you his sunglasses here, but it's getting a little shadowed from this hat. It looks like we are going to get some articulation within his jacket as well. I'm kind of excited about that. This is so cool! Oh, I'm so glad they made this action figure. Yes! Alright, so as you can see, his arms are nice and wiggly there. Something like one of those, like, Stretch Armstrong things where it's just rubber. So that's really fun that I can just kind of pull on that and do that. Do be careful, though, when you give this to kids. If you pull too much on the arms, they might come out. I don't want to find out to be honest. But what's interesting is they're still jointed, you guys. This is still something of a joint, and it's kind of hard to do. But there is something of a ball joint in there. If you can get the whole thing to twist, I guess it sort of would. But there you go. I sort of got it to... I don't know. I don't know, you guys, but there's still a little bit of a joint there. Okay. He's got all the way around joint right here. It actually is a ball joint. You can see he's got a little bit of an up-down tilt. Not too much because it does get hindered by this collar. But then he's got a full ball joint in this middle of the jacket waist type thing. So here's the extent of that forward, backward, but he does have the full 360. And then he's got just sort of... It's not even really a full ball joint here. I'm not sure what to say about it, but this is the extent of that joint that's right where his waist is. So that's really weird, you guys. I don't know how to even classify that. He's got a full ball joint in this thigh, which is really nice. Full ball joint in the knee. Oh, that's a really tight joint, you guys. In theory, it would also spin. Okay, maybe it's not. I'm sorry. It's not a full ball joint here. It's just a bendable joint in the knee. But he does have a full ball joint in the foot. Nope, just a twistable one. Okay, that's disappointing. Usually Mattel gets you a little bit more on that. But I guess we don't actually have a full ankle joint, which I really thought we would since this half of him is actually real human. So unfortunately, no up-down on the feet, but he can spin them 360 degrees. So that is kind of cool. And of course, he doesn't have joints in the elbow and wrist because he's just made of this wobbly silicone-y type stuff. I don't know. I still think he's really fun. Okay. Here are the fairies that come with it. I'll show you one at a time. And now I'm sorry, you guys. I can't remember what the fairies' names are, but these are the two main ones. We've got this mohawk chick and then the guy with the big orange beard. He kind of reminds me of a dwarf, which is ironic. But yeah. Okay, so we have those two fairies. They have slightly flexible wings, but not too flexible. And I really wouldn't pull on them too much because I would guess that they would break off. And there's no articulation on them. They're also really, really, really tiny, which I guess is probably close to the right scale compared to Wilden, so I guess that's okay, but it's unfortunate because they don't really stand. I mean, I'm kind of getting them to sort of stand up because I'm shoving them in the carpet here, but on a regular surface, they won't really stand up. They don't come with a stand to allow them to stand, and they're so small they will probably get lost. So it does say ages 3 and up, but I would be really, really careful with those fairies. If you're going to give it to a little kid, you might not want to give them the fairy pieces, especially if you've got any kids that still put anything in their mouths. These could be serious choking hazards, so I'd be careful with that. Also be careful with kids who leave stuff around if you've got pets who put stuff in their mouth. So you really just don't want anything in your household choking on them. Okay. We also have Eve and WallE. I am pretty excited about this. Okay. He has... Oh my goodness. I'm trying to figure out if it's an actual ball joint. No, alright, so he's got a twisting joint where... this is really hard to show you at an appropriate angle. Okay, you can sort of see it from here. So where these binocular eyeball things connect to the top of his neck here, he has a spinning joint. He also has a spinning joint where the neck connects to the body, right in here. It does not actually spin all the way around because it gets caught on the rest of his body, unfortunately, but that does give it a good bit of posability so he can still look all the way around and do stuff. So that's really cool that they did that, because he really doesn't have any torso joints because he's a box, you know? He's got a full ball joint in this shoulder of the arm, a twistable joint, right where this metal piece connects to the plastic piece. Now, of course, none of this actually is metal, but where the hand/wrist connects to the rest of his arm. The anatomy gets a little bit weird because, again, it is a robot, not actually a human. I am a little bit sad that we didn't get a joint that allows us to clasp his hands together, so that's kind of sad. He just has this twistable joint here. Oh, what? Really? We don't even get a twistable joint on the wheels? Alright, well, I'm a little bit disappointed in WallE. I feel like we could have at least gotten a spinning joint here so we could, you know, roll him forwards or something, but I guess we've got wheels on it, so we can still sort of roll him forwards, but it won't look like the actual tank treads are moving, which is really kind of a disappointment to me. I don't know. I'm a little bit disappointed by that, I think. Also, they could have given us a place where this opened up so he could have a little trash cube in him. I don't know, there were just a couple other things that we could have had that we didn't have on WallE, so I'm a little bit disappointed overall. After having seen what Mattel can do, I'm sad by that. Alright, Eve has a full ball joint in her neck, and this is interesting how they did this, so you can kind of see her neck if you look close in here. It's a little bitty clear stick in there, because in the film, her head is actually detached from her body, so I think that's kind of neat that that has that, and so now she can still tilt her head differently and move it all the way around, so that's really cute. That gives her a lot of expression and other things. She can also move her arms out of her body or into her body, which is really interesting because it's going to be hard to get them back out again, but then she's got, I guess, just a twistable joint in here. It's not a full ball joint. She can't get her arm to go out. So that's a little bit disappointing, but at least they did sort of something on that. So that's kind of cool. And then, is this a joint down here? Yes, this is a ball joint that's down here as well. So this is nice that they put something that will allow her to stand, because otherwise she wouldn't be able to. She kind of goes into a point there, but full ball joint, twistable, and then I guess like an in-out type joint. So more than I guess I was expecting on Eve. I'm okay with that. I think the only other thing I would have done is I would have made this an actual ball joint so that she can put her arms out and up and do stuff like that. I mean, she can put her arms sort of up, but it's still against her face here. She can't move it outwards like this because it's not an actual ball joint. It's just this twistable one. So I think that's the only other thing I would have changed on her. As far as WallE, there were a couple things that I really wanted to see on him. So I was definitely more disappointed by WallE than by Eve. And Wilden was okay. I would have done probably the ball joints, I think, in the ankles. And that's really about it. So these two were better figures. There was a little bit that could have been done to make them better, and I feel like that would not have been very difficult for Mattel to do. And then WallE was, I don't know, just overall a little bit disappointing. So yeah, I don't know. What did you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of each of these figures. Do you have any of the 7-inch scale figures? Are you planning on collecting them? Are there any that you haven't seen on this channel yet that I should probably collect? Are there any that you haven't seen on the channel that you would like to see a review of? Because some of them I do have that I've already opened, so I haven't done unboxing videos for you guys, but I can always do a review on something that I've already opened. So let me know if there's something you want to see. Maybe I can obtain it or already have it and can do a video for you guys. Alright, if you enjoyed the content that you saw today and you haven't had a chance yet, please do click that red subscribe button down below. Really helps support us. It is completely free for you guys to do, so we would really appreciate you pausing the video right here and clicking that red subscribe button. After that, you can hit the thumbs up to leave a like, or you can hit our logo to go check out the rest of our channel. We've got plenty of other toy reviews, collectible reviews, board games, all sorts of stuff on there for you guys, so there is definitely something for everyone. Be sure to check it out, and be sure to join us again. We are always posting new content, usually weekdays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, except Thursdays, which are Toy Story Thursdays, and the time is 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Alright guys, until next time, have a great time playing. Bye!